Hi, I'm Doug Kluck. I'm from NOAA. I'm the Regional Climate Services Director for the Central Region, which are the 14 states from Colorado to Michigan. I'm here at WCRP to present a poster on Devil's Lake, North Dakota.
Tell me about it.
Devil's Lake is a closed basin which has been filling up with water and causing all kinds of problems all the way around it for the last 40 years. Some of the problems are agricultural land being inundated, cities and towns being inundated, highways, railroads, infrastructure in general, basically going into the water as the water level increases on the lake. People want to know how long it's going to last, is really what they want to know. When is that water going to go down? NOAA scientists have evaluated the situation and had determined one of three different scenarios is occurring. One, that it's a cyclical, wet, dry pattern that happens, or it may have something to do with climate change, or that it may be a one-shot deal where it's just getting wet and we don't really have a good reason why. What the scientists have determined of those three choices is that indeed it is a cyclical effect, and that the plains do show wet and dry patterns for multiple years. It's irregular on how it turns out. We have no idea if it's a 10-year pattern, a 20-year pattern. Sometimes it's short, sometimes it's long, that these wet periods and dry periods last. Climate change turns out to be a rather minimal impact on the basin dynamics and the lake filling up. Since climate change is not such a major player in this system, it may be construed as good news. What may not be construed as such good news is that with climate change impacts, you would expect more heavy rain events, and thus possibility of more rain entering the basin and causing more complications in the future. So another concern for the lake is if it does fill up to its spill level, which it hasn't done in the historic period, is water quality and catastrophic flooding. The water in the Devil's Lake is not a very high quality compared to the water of the river that it would flow into if it were to spill. That causes a lot of concern to communities and people who live along not only the Cheyenne River, but the Red River of the North, which flows into Canada. The other concern is once the water begins to spill, it will cut down rapidly and cause catastrophic flooding everywhere below the lake.